Right, I'm trying to load new things out today, so if I seem awkward, that's why. Got my lav mic, I've got my camera on a gimbal / tripod thing, and I'm going to build a table. I need a workbench, basically, and I've got some wood. But I do need to also use my new Mitre Saw, so I'm just going to show you everything. Ooh. This is actually the same gimbal that I used that time when I filmed the house tour thing, but should hopefully be a bit better at it this time. Right, so I've got a load of 2x3s just here. I'm going to use those for the frame and legs and everything. That is, it's just a big sheet of, actually I don't know, some form of wood. That is incredibly dirty, but I'm just going to use that as a tabletop until, because I've got to build this up here and then take it all apart before I move downstairs anyway, so I can care about a proper tabletop then. Got some brackets that I'm going to use to attach the tabletop, screws, a bench vise. Now, I've always wanted a bench vise, but the thing with the bench vise is, those are not the screws that I would use to attach it to the vise, but I don't have the right screws, so I'm going to use those ones today and then replace them later when I've got the right things. I'm going to try and hook this extension up to it as well, because that'll be useful. Might just attach it to the front. And then, this isn't part of the saw, obviously. Sorry, part of the saw, part of the table, but it's my Mitre Saw that I bought because I needed a better Mitre Saw than the old one I was using, and I'm going to use that to help build this table. Oh, and just while I'm here real quick, I don't remember if it was there, but I'm not moving all this stuff, but that used to be the fireplace. It's gone now. You may also think that not much progress has been made, and to some extent you'd be right. A lot of it was upstairs, which I won't be showing you today. But also, I got really ill last year, which I think I spoke about. And because of that, because I got ill, and I'm also the only one really doing any of the work, this basically stopped. Like, all work stopped. So very little has happened to the house since that house tour I did. We've replaced most of the bathroom, but it does also need finishing still. Like, the shower's in, but the trim's not done, and there's no floor in there. I'm not totally sure how to get this cardboard out. Oh, it does just lift. That's fine. Oh. Well, looks like I might not be using this today, because I thought it came with a blade and it doesn't. I thought it just came with a shit blade, which would just have been enough for me to do today. But... oh no, it does. It's already installed. That's fine. Right. How to get it out? Do I just lift it? Looks like it. Is it? Yeah. Ooh. So, here's my new saw. Give me a sec and I'll try and show it a bit better. So, getting used to this gimbal is just like gonna take me forever, to be honest. Right. Don't have it stood on the power cable, that's probably not good for it. Now, I got this saw in particular because the rails are internal, which you can't see at the moment. So the rails are like inside the handle as opposed to sticking out the back. And where it's going to be when it's like actually set up properly is downstairs right up against a wall. I've not got a huge amount of space in that room. So it makes sense to have something like that. Let's just move you back and down a little bit. Oh, forgive the floor, it's been here since the 70s. Like, this house is actually... I think I mentioned that it was, like, my grandma's house. Like, I used to live here. But we've... Like, my family has owned this house for, like, over 50 years at this point. Scissors, where did I put them? Where the fuck did I put the scissors? There we go. So there's stuff in these rooms which has been here for, like... There's stuff in these rooms that have been here since I was a child. But there's stuff in here that's been here for, like, since the house was built as well. Like, the fireplace was original to the house, and that's from the 20s. Like, there's aspects of this house that are literally, well, I mean, the house itself, but, you know, there's stuff inside this house that's over 100 years old. Let's turn it off for now. I just have to plug it in. Right, now let's see how we use it. Right, that I assume does, that's it. How do I lift it up? I assume there's like a... Oh, there's a lock there. Yeah, well, that's out of the way at least. Oh, don't really want to go through the instructions, but I literally want to do like 2 fucking cuts. This is just saying to put the handles on, which I will probably ignore for now. How do I do that? Like, all the first bits of the instructions are just like bolt it to a table, and it's like, well, I'm using it on the floor, so I don't really care about that. That's how to change the blade, which I also don't need to know right now. Who starts instructions B to A? Right, so that comes up. Right. And then it turns, okay. Yeah, clearly did have positive stops, but right, that's 0. That does not look like 0 to me. That looks like 0. Trying to work out where the fucking... Right. So I think that's at 45 degrees. Which makes sense. But that means that that is 0. Which, I'm just saying, does not look anything like 0 degrees. Yeah, because it's not. Right. Okay, that makes sense. But, okay. This is just really weird. I'll try and show you. This side's better. Right, you see the holes there? Right, that hole, you would think that would be the 45 degree hole, but it's not. Like, the hole, you see here, there's a little line, that's for 0. And on the other side, there's another 0, right? So that means this is at 0. But the hole, which lines up with the line, is not the hole for 0. I just find it really weird why you would have it like that. Have it. Like, I get it now, but it doesn't make sense when you first like look at it. Right, that's that. Fucking hell, that is stiff. Right. Nope. We still haven't got to the bit in the instructions that tell you how to unlock it so you can actually move the fucking saw. Literally all the instructions are how to use it in all the situations. And I'm like, I just need to know how to use it normally first. Like, that would be nice. Right, that's a hold down clamp. You can't see it. Hold down clamp. These are the handles and screws and bolts. Okay, so that isn't what I was looking for either. What is this? Right, okay. That lets you do the angles there. Okay, that's fine. Don't want that though. I just want to lift the fucking saw up. No, there is like a pin here. But I'm just saying there's nothing in the instructions about removing it. Get out. And I assume this is nothing. No, that is nowhere near the right size. Right. Is it? Can't be that one. Can't pull it. Unless every instruction in the booklet is how to use it so that you don't use it until you know how to use it, if you get what I mean. Because otherwise I'm going to have to look this up, which means stopping the recording. Because there's also like no chapters, which, you know, might be useful. There's no contents page. That's how to attach a dust hose to... Oh, I've moved it again. You can attach your dust hose here, which I don't think I've got anyway, so... One thing this saw doesn't have that I would have liked. How about this? Nope. Right, what is... It is that that's stopping it from moving. Right, I get it. But how do I get rid of it? Okay, right. There we go. Okay, you have to pull it down first. So it had to be, it was stopped like here. And it wouldn't move. Oh, I could just do that, can't I? Right. But I had to push it all the way down, and then there was a pin at the back that was holding it in place. But the reason I couldn't move the pin when I was trying earlier is because if it was up, it had the tension on the pin. Right. So I'm just going to put it there for now, so it's just, and then, okay. Now, because I'm just using this for a, fucking hell, that's stiff. Oh, it's because I've, there we go, that's how you adjust that. Right, that's good. Right, I'm actually just going to use this as, like, not a sliding saw for now. Because I should still be able to cut. Yeah, it'll be fine. Right, now then, I need something to bring that to level. This piece is really dirty, by the way, but it's just because it was spare left over from somewhere else. The rest of them are new. Right, what's something that will bring it to the right level? Will a different 2x3 work? No. Will 2 work? This is all just to stop me going in a different room and getting different wood. 2 is too much. Well, that's annoying. Right, 2 is just gonna, yeah, raise it up too much. Right, I'll have to go find something. I'd say you could come with me, but I'm not going to move the camera. But I'll keep the microphone on, so you can just stare at my Mitre Saw for a bit. Actually, it would make sense if I measured. So... yeah. If you hear any noises other than me that you'd expect, it's more than likely because there's a shit ton of people doing work on this street. It seems like every house is being remade. Like, the people on the other side of the street have a skip and keep like dumping stuff on it, and they're just really loud. Right, I need something 7.5 centimeters. I mean, I could just use a stack of things. That would be fine. But I'm sure I must have something. But I'm going to spend ages looking and just not find anything, so I might be quicker just grabbing a stack of things. Is this stack the right height? No. Is how like now? Yes. Right. Have a stack of wood. Oh shit. Ugh. It's not usually this bad getting in and out of here, but there's just this ton of stuff in front of the door right now. Right. Stack of wood. Which should be just enough to keep it. Oh, it's not perfect, but it'll do. It's close enough. Right then, measuring tape. Right, 87. I already measured the height because I want the height of this to try at least to match the height of my table saw, because I can then use it as an outfeed as well. So that was 87 centimeters. Have I bothered to bring a pencil in with me or something? There's usually one on my table saw, is there today? Doesn't look like it. Right, I'll have to go find one. So the idea, at least anyway, is I'm going to cut 4 pieces. Wow, okay, that looks like shit, but it'll do. I'm going to cut 4 legs at this height. And then I'm going to double them up with some that are the same height minus the width of a 2x3. Right, 87. Right, there's 87. This doesn't have to be perfect, it would just be nice if it was close. Where the fuck have I put my square? I just had it. It's been minutes. I I brought it back in with me, I'm sure I did. Oh, it's there. Right. Because at least ideally, after I've measured once, I can just use that piece for the reference, all the rest of them. Right, there we go, 87. So. Right, that's right now. And there we go. There's a couple of features I would have liked on this saw that it doesn't have. Like, it doesn't have, what's it called? Doesn't have like a laser line or a shadow line or anything. It might have a laser. Not turned on yet, so I'll find out when I turn it on. Definitely doesn't have a shadow line. I know it doesn't do that. It also doesn't do trench cuts. I will, oh no, they're here. Just gonna put my ear defenders on. I don't know what's gonna happen to the audio when I do this. So it might be awful. God, this has already been 25 minutes. It'll speed up in a minute. Right, let's do... That was a much nicer cut though. It's been... Let's check how square it is from out of the box. That is perfect. Like, out of the box. Like, actually perfect. Like, look at that. Like, no gaps at all. I was expecting to have to do something, and in the instructions it does actually say to, but just didn't, and it's fine. Right, now let's check this against my table saw. I know I could show you this, but I'm not going to. Just a little bit tall, which is fine because the tabletop is a little bit thinner than the tabletop of my table saw. So that's good. Right, now I need 3 more of these. So, right. Right, that is literally touching. So, oh, there's 2 more here. Now, oh shit, whatever. Right. Now, have those like that. This is what I usually do, at least. I'm actually going to have to move the saw because there's not enough length of the room. Right. Right. So that's correct. So now slide it over that distance. I can slide it back now, actually. Because now there's not enough length the other way. This should be the only time we have to do this much pissing about. Ugh. Let's get that straight again, actually. Not got any in here. Be back in a sec. Oh, I don't know if I care enough, but yeah, I'll do it. I'm just going to get a clamp. And I'll just clamp those pieces of wood together. Just till I've got the measurement done, at least. I'll just use the small ones. Don't need the big ones for this. I'm starting with the legs because I already know the measurements for those. The rest of them are going to be entirely referential measurements. So, right. I'm literally just doing this until I get the position right, and then I'm just going to take it off anyway. But right, that's right. So now I think this might not make it right, will it? Getting myself confused now. Because that's 87, but I'll cut on one side of the line. When I do this, I'm going to cut on the other side of the line. So I need it to be that minus the curve of that, don't I? Oh, whatever. I'm just going to do it. Right. I'll move this for a second so you can see this cut a bit better. Just gives you a bit of a different view. Right, so close that, squeeze. Done. Right, now, let's see, was I right about being wrong? No. There is perhaps the tiniest bit of difference, but not enough that's a problem. Right, so there's 2 legs done. Now I could get a 3rd leg out of this one, can't I? Well, then I'll be left with some waste. How much waste will I be left with? Can I use it somewhere else? Or will I be really lucky? No, I won't be lucky enough for that. But I might be able to use it as a... What's it? Let's just see. Yeah, because that's... No, that's actually almost perfect. But see, I'm just trying to work out the order I want to do this in. Because I've got enough pieces to be able to do this. But I might want to, like, actually cut one leg out of every piece. That might be the only way this works. I don't even know. Part of me doesn't care. Let's just do this again. I've got 2 of the legs now, I only need 2 more. Where's my clamp gone? There. Right. There's number 3. Don't currently know what I'll use that for, but I'm sure I'll work it out. Alright, there's 3 legs done. And then there we go. I also don't properly know how loud this is because I've been wearing ear defenders the entire time. So I might have to completely cut the audio from this. Yeah, there we go. Right, that'll be fine. And I'll have all my legs, well, my main legs done. God, that is so much nicer than my old Mitre Saw. My old Mitre Saw was my uncle's, like, spare, cheap Mitre Saw, and it was just terrible, to be frank. There we go. Right, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are the main 4 legs. Now, what I want is more legs, but I only want them. See, like, that's how tall they are, and that's how tall that offcut is. So that is nowhere near enough because I only want them that much shorter. But that's that bit done. Right, now what's next? Let's see, how close is this piece to the length of the tabletop? Oh, actually do. Fuck. That's a problem. Because I should have done what I just said I was going to do about cutting right. That's like practically perfect for that. And then I'll need another one of this length, which is annoying because I could have got that, because now I'm going to cut myself a spare leg. Because I've got 4 pieces left. After this one, sorry. Yeah, I've got this one that I've cut and then 4 more. So from the 4 more, I need to get 3 more long sides, and then 4 short sides, and 4 spare legs. I don't know if I'll do that with all this actually. Right, so the reason I'm so confused right now is because I've just been sort of like leaving you staring at random things, haven't I? So let's just like move you around. Right, so this wood here is the wood I got to build this with, right? Which is obvious. But when I first planned it out, I had a completely different design in mind. And now I've changed my mind and I've started doing something else. Because I'm doing something else now, I don't know if I've got the right wood, so I'm actually kind of making it up as I go. I don't know if I've got enough to do what I want to do anymore. And I don't really want to have spare, and I also don't want to have to go buy more wood because I can't do that today. Which means I'll have to finish this video another day. Which is really annoying, because this video has already taken me weeks to film because I keep second guessing myself and doing other things instead. Right. I can get 3 more of those to be fine. Right, what can I use this for? If I can find some use for this, because it's not good enough for that. It's not wide enough. Although I could just use it anyway. But I don't really want to because it's going to just lead to more waste. I'd be better off doing 4 of those, wouldn't I? And if I do 4 of those, that's 3 more. If I do 4 of those, so the width is the same length as the legs, that'll give me all the wide. It'll give me like all the wide pieces I need, all the thinner pieces I need. But I won't have enough to double up on the legs then, I don't think. That's going to be the issue. I wasn't originally planning on doubling up on the legs, but I just figured I should because it would provide more strength. But it might be something I'll have to do at a later date, just make it without doubling up on the legs for now and then double up on them later. Like, I'm sure it'll be strong enough to stand for a bit, because I'm also not going to be using it for anything heavy, at least not straight away. Like, I'm not going to be putting anything on it, really. I was going to put my saw on it at the end of the video just to show it off, but I wasn't going to use it for that really anyway at the moment. I'll see what I think. I'll see how far I get, to be honest. Right. Yeah, let's just cut more wood. Let's put you on the other side now. Wow, God, sorry, this gimbal just like spins randomly sometimes. Right, so this is the length I need the next piece, but I want all of them that size, don't I? Anyway, so I could just use that same piece to measure off again. Right, so these 3 legs are done. Right, these 3 legs are finished. This is my offcut that I don't know what to do with at the moment, so I'll use this here again. That's my other offcut. And this is my measuring stick, basically. So let's cut 4 more of those. All right. I didn't expect this to be me just cutting functionally the same piece of wood over and over again. I thought it was going to be loads of different sizes and stuff, but nope, it's all just the exact same length. Right, clamp. These tiny little clamps are from a saw that doesn't exist anymore. I mean, like, you can still buy them from other places, but these ones specifically are from Wilkinson's, which is a store that, it was kind of like a supermarket, but like had a load of tools as well. And they closed down the year before last. There's one. Oh yeah, it's because when I bought all this wood, I was thinking, oh, maybe I'll just build a wall. Just because that seems like the thing you do with this wood. I have no need for a false wall, but I was just like, maybe I should build a false wall. Oh, can't put those there, can I? Because then I can't. Right, those line up okay. Oh no, there's just enough space. Right, clamp again, and last one. I'm also just partially kind of annoyed because it's not been that long since I tidied this room, and now it's a complete fucking mess again because I've been cutting in it. I mean, it was always going to happen, but still. You should have seen it though after I removed the fireplace. It was awful. I said I was done, but that's only 3. I am now confused. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, yeah, I was sure I had enough. Did I just put someone somewhere else? Because that's the 4 long pieces. It's the 4 legs. And there's only 3 of the... What's this? Just didn't want to cut this last piece to be the same. Because I don't want it to be the same. Like, I explicitly don't. I definitely won't have enough if I do that. Don't really think I have a choice. Because I also definitely don't have enough to double up out of that. So I'm just going to have like a load of wasted pieces because I didn't measure up properly. And then I'm going to have to go buy more at some point. But I was never going to get this table finished today. Because like I said, I didn't even have the right bolts for the... Sorry, I was looking for the clamp. I didn't have the right bolts for my clamp. Not clamp. Vise. Because naively I assumed that, you know, when you buy the thing it would come with the fittings for it, but it doesn't. Alright. Okay. Now we're done. So it's 4 and 4. 4 for legs, 2 for the width of the top, 2 for the width of the bottom. Yeah, that's right. Right then, now what to do? Start screwing things into each other, to be honest. Which means to go get my drill. Right. Don't need these yet. Let's just put rubbish in there for now. That's not rubbish, that's my bolts. Have a quick drink. Right, screws I obviously need. Let's just double check my recording's not broken. Nope, still going. How long's it been? Fucking 45 minutes. These are all 3 pieces of wood I've got left over from this so far. And annoyingly, I don't have enough to do what I wanted to do. Right, let's lie this down. Because we'll build the base on the tabletop. And that way I can then just screw it straight down. And then we'll be done. Right, let's put you up here for now. Sorry, I'm still getting used to the controls for this thing. Oh yeah, this was one of my biggest issues. It doesn't go down very far. Like, you can't actually angle it downwards more than this. So... the thing is, these are a little bit longer than I originally planned to make them. But this is the basic idea. And then once all this is done. So that's the basic frame for on top. And then the legs will be like this. And then there you go, upside down table. Just my issue is the gimbal's supposed to keep things straight, but it just constantly feels like it's fighting me. But look, there you go. Upside down table. See, why, I don't want it to move that far. Right, upside down table with sorry about that. My 2 long spaces for the bottom and my 2 short spaces for the bottom. Stretches. Sorry, stretches is the word, isn't it? And then my spare bits of wood, which I'm not going to get enough to double out the wood out of. See, like, the intention was to have it like this. Like you see there. But that is clearly nowhere near long enough. So I'm just going to screw it all together like this. And then I'll put those on as well. And then we'll just see how it looks. See how strong it's going to be. So I will leave you here this time. You can stare in the corner. Oh, we could take these off now. We'll leave them in there though, just in case I still need them. They are on my bandsaw. Ooh, right. Oh, luckily for me, it's the top one of the stack. Right, pop those off. Nearly fell over then. Right. So, need my drill for this. Oh, for God's sake. So I've just gone and got my drill and my driver. Which is great. Except I left all the bits in there. Oh, so now I've got to go back anyway. Oh, actually, I'll get the big clamps this time because the big clamps will be a bit more helpful. Just holding things in place while I screw. Big clamps. It's just more annoying because I even moved the drill bits. And then I still just left them. do people want an like hour and a half long video of a guy building a table, or do you want me to cut it down? Because we're at 52 minutes now nearly. Where are those screws? Should be right next to me. Nope, they're not. Why would I do that? Why would I put them near me? Why would I possibly put them near where I need them? Oh god, and I've made the fucking scissors as well, haven't I? The traditional way of opening a box. With a spade bit. Come on. I'm like completely ruining the spade bit, but I don't really care because I don't like spade bits. You'd think this would be easy, and yet for some reason, just like weirdly difficult boxes to open. Sorry, it's not that the box is hard to open, it's just that the sticky is really sticky. And these screws are like bright red. Red? Orange. I tried to say orange and it came out red. Anyway. Right, do you want a 3? Don't really need to. Yeah, I'll use a 3. Right. Don't really need to drill a pilot hole for these, but I'm going to. Right. Clamp. If I put a clamp right here, how am I going to screw? Like I can't fit my screwdriver where the clamp is, can I? Obviously, so do I even want to clamp it? I mean, I kind of do, because it would be nice to be a little bit more convenient, but maybe it's just the way I'm clamping it. Maybe I want to clamp it from the other side. I don't want to do that because that's just knocking it out of shape now. I don't mean out of square. I mean, like, it's knocking the other piece out of the place I was using it for as a spacer. Yeah, no, I'm still doing it. Oh, it's not the end of the world. Right. I guess it would make sense if you could see what I was doing. Yeah, you can see that. Now, I wanted to use 2 screws in each. But I also want to try and center them. I mean, it doesn't matter too. That's the wrong way, that'll be why. Wow, that was not great. Right, let's just try putting 1 screw in now and see. Watch as I, for some reason, fail to put a screw in place. Right. Can you see, or is the drill in the way? The drill's in the way. No. I can never remember with this. No, but yeah. I can never remember which way around to put them. Wow, that was... Right, I don't understand. I've got to be honest. It's wobbling all over the place. Like, they aren't... Like, the end of the screws is wobbling. Fucking so bad. It's just like stripping... What is it stripping? Is it stripping the head of the screw, or is it like destroying my bit? Should I just try using a different bit? Because this is supposed to be the right size. It is just a 2. Yeah, because that 3 is too loud. Should I try using a different 2? Maybe it's just that 2 is shit. I mean, it feels fine right now. It's not that, is it? The entire choke doesn't look straight. This is one of the issues I've got, right? I've got this impact driver, and so far, I've never successfully used it. Like, I don't know if I'm just doing something wrong or what. I always just resort to using my drill. Right. How do I need to do this? I'm just going to try drilling it from the top and see if that helps, and if it still doesn't help, then I'm just going to get annoyed and confused. Alright. Did it? Right, there is actually a slight mark. So let's just try and line it up. Right, let's just take this screw out and see if that makes it any easier. Oops, sorry about that. Fucking wonderful. Can I just even drive it all the way through just this piece? No? What the fuck is going on? Alright, let's just... I'll be honest, I honestly don't understand what the problem is. It's like my bit holder is wonky. Ugh. Here's a different... Come on, get out. There we go. Let's just try using this one. That still looks wonky to me. Well, that was way better. Fuck, it's so hot. It's just annoying because I actually really like using that bit holder. I don't know if it is the bit holder or if it's something else, but something is incredibly wonky. It just doesn't drive in straight at all. Nope, I was right the first fucking time. Jesus Christ. You would think that this would not be so complicated, and yet I am having the worst time. just so I don't have to hold the screw. Right. Okay, well that was better than it's been previously. Well, it's in. It just took way longer than it should have. Fucking hell. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong with these impact drivers or whatever, but I never have a good time using them. Like, I'm not even supposed to need pilot holes with these. Especially not for drilling through a fucking 2x3. Right, actually, I can lie this down now, can't I? Because I know it's the right side. Right distance. And as long as it's square there, which it is. Oh, for fuck's sake. Nope, that's just doing it again. I give up. Just put this away. This is like... Let's just see if this is any better. Alright, let's stick it on... What should we do? 6. Okay, not 6. Let's go up to 8. Nope. Fucking 12. Oh, for fuck's sake. Kinda did it. Ooh, look at me. I successfully screwed one piece of wood in and now it's not even fucking level. It was level when I started. Right. Fucking hell. We've only got to do this like 20 more times. There we go. Right, there's that done. Right, what should we do next? More of these, or one of the sides is what I mean. Might try and do one of the sides. Ugh. Maybe it would help if I had like just longer bits. Because I do think that this bit I'm using to drill the pilot holes, it's drilling through the first piece, but not really making a dent in the slightest in the second is what I'm thinking. get started. Right, that's started. Right, but that's not all the way in yet. But we can all agree it was a hell of a lot fucking easier than using the impact driver was. Look at that. Just done. Like, I understand right now, some of my issue is just that I can't get enough pressure on it because of the angle I'm at. I mean, this leg feels sturdy. The rest of it doesn't. Oh, for God's sake. I'm like, I'll just fucking have to do this later or something, I don't know. All I want to do is get that in. And it just keeps fucking skipping on me. I think I just can't get the pressure on it from the angle I'm at. Because I'm like bending my wrist a weird way. But I can't really move it. Now this screw shouldn't really help very much, because apparently screwing into the end grain is not really great, but I don't really want it to do very much. Let's turn that down to 15. And we'll just try again. Done. That is fine. There you go. And that's the only other corners. Oh, let me pick you up in a weird way. See where it spins all over the place. Yeah, there's a ton of shit over here. This is here. That's all the rubble from removing this fireplace. This is a fireplace that was going to go in there, but it doesn't fit. And then my table saw. And a load of shit. Right. I'm getting so bored of doing this, to be honest. Right, what's next? I'll do this front, like, and then we'll slide the entire thing over and start working on the back. Yeah, I have yet to use this fucking impact driver properly. And I don't know if it's because I'm doing something wrong or if it's shit. I mean, it could well be both. It could just be me. Put you down a sec. As well, I sit down. And then I'll spin you back round. Let's turn my saw off. I can also see what you're seeing a little bit better now. Okay. Now that should be right. I guess I always have to be careful with using this 3mm bit, because it is also exactly the same size as the screw inside the chuck for taking the chuck off. So if I'm too rough with it, yeah, sorry, if I put it in wrong, it will get stuck in that screw, and I have had it not like unscrew the thing, but it gets very stuck and it's kind of a problem. Alright, let's get this first screw in. And then after that the rest of them are a bit easier, aren't they? Oh, well, that didn't work. See, this is what I want the clamps for. Why? Just come out. Why will it not come out now? There we go. Right, clamp. Right. Oh, yeah, it would help if I put the fucking screw in the right way around, wouldn't it? Let's go. There. Yes. No, it's okay. I've done it this time. Right. Let's get that out of the way. Can we clamp this? Yeah, that'll work. Right. Hopefully after all that mess with the first leg, the rest of these will go a bit easier. There's one. Two. Let's just put these screws in. Ah, it's done that thing I was talking about. Look. It is stuck. It is the most annoying thing. Like, they just happen to be the same size. It's really difficult to get the fucking thing out. There we go. Tell you what, this is starting to work. Can't. Can I find a comfortable way of holding the fucking drill is the issue. Clamps in the way now. I had something to press against this, it'd be so much easier. Thing is, I can't turn it up anymore, so I can't... Like, it's just going to keep coming out if that's going to happen. But I don't know why. Like, I just fucking did it twice on the other side and it was fine, and now this side won't fucking work at all. I mean, it is in a little bit. Could... Let's put you there again. Like, I do wish that the reset wouldn't spin so fast. I mean, it's still not perfect, but it'll do. Is that better or worse? Can't tell. Well, it worked, but it also undid my chuck. I've had this happen to me quite a few times now. All in all, this drill set is not great. Like, I was dead happy when I bought it. But I've got one impact driver that won't seem to drill in a straight line. And I've got another one where if you use it the wrong way, bits get stuck in the fucking chuck and other bits will unscrew the chuck. Oh god, whatever. It doesn't have to be the best thing, it just has to do me for a bit. Right. Yeah. Actually, I've got pockets, haven't I? I can use my pockets. And then maybe I'll stop losing all the bits like I've lost. Like I've lost the 3mm bit now. There it is. Right. Let's move this so it's not like I've actually got space to work up against it. I can also see where I'm drilling a bit better now. What the fuck is going on? Yeah, I don't care about that. There it is. Just did not want to go in there. Okay. Let's take my wallet out of my pocket and then I'll put some screws in it, you know, seeing as that's what it's really supposed to be for. Ow. Right. Come on. Okay, maybe I'll stop using these pockets so it isn't now impossible to get the fucking bits out of them. One day I'll remember which way does things, but that apparently is not today. Why did that go in so easily? Like, compared to all the others. Right. Now, lie this back down. Actually, no. Move those first, then lie it down. Spins, right? Preferably not put it down on my feet. What gets me is, this looks like the easiest fucking job. Like when you watch other people do it. And now I'm here trying to do it, and it's going like fucking shit, and this is not square anymore. Ugh. It's not the end of the world it not being square, because I knew some of the wood was bowed anyway. I'll just pull it into square. But still, would rather it be square. Yeah, that would be nice. What gets me is I don't really get why it's so out of square. Like I thought I might get a bit. But it's fucking all over the place. Right. It would be really nice to spend less time changing bits. If only there was some way of having like two that would do things. Like maybe they could come in a kit. And you get one that was good for drilling holes, and one that was good for driving screws. Like, wouldn't that be good? Right. Actually, can't use the clamp for this. because then I can pull it into square until I've got these screws in place. Okay. Okay. Right. Right. Then that goes in. And then we'll start screwing. I said we'll start screwing, not we'll fall over. Oh, for fuck's sake, you did it again. I think one of my other problems is, like when it comes to doing this, specifically making a video about it as well, is that like I'm finding it hard to think about two things at once. So like I can think about the table, or I can think about the video. But I'm finding it hard to think about the video, so like half the stuff you've probably seen is not particularly interesting, like it's long static shots of not much. And if I can be bothered, I'll do some like B-roll shots of stuff later on, but knowing me, I probably won't. I can maybe do one, like, I'll do it right now. I'll do it literally right now, because I'm talking about it. But the thing is, then it's not B-roll, then it's A-roll, because I'm talking about it as I'm doing it. Like, it would also be nice if, you know, I could fucking see what I'm doing properly. I mean, you've seen some shots of me drilling and driving screws. I'm going to go around later and tidy them all up a little bit anyway. Right. God, that's so far out of square. But it'll be better once it's right. Right. What is missing? There's 2 screws in the end I need to put in. But will it be easier to put those in after I've put the rest in? Yeah, probably, but we'll actually probably try and do this now, because... God, that gap is terrible. Like, what is the point in these clamps? They don't do anything. Might just... Actually, no, because it should be easier after I do these, shouldn't I? Because then I can just screw them on while they're all up. Although actually no, because it'll be harder then, won't it? Because they'll be floating. Fucking hell. Nothing's ever going to be simple with this job. And all of this just so I can have a table so I can do other jobs better. Oh, and I've only got one screw in my pocket. Luckily the screws weren't far away. Come on, just get started. And once you started, I can do you properly. Done. Nice, 3 out of 4 done. Okay, right. So it's still really out square. But, like, look how out of square that is. Look. Like, those are supposed to line up. I can fix it. It's not a big deal. It's just inconvenient. Ow. It seems like every time I try and use things properly, things go wrong. So instead of using things properly, I'll just do whatever I feel like. Maybe that'll work. Right, what do I want? Let's clamp these two together. Because if these two are clamped together, then I've only got to move one piece. I just got to do that. That's weird. Seems thinner. I mean, granted it might be because they're not always consistent what they're supposed to be. Or it could just be because of the bow. One benefit now is I can actually push this all the way back to the wall, so I'll make it a little bit easier to drive these. But I feel like I don't like that. I don't like that because that's at an angle. Right. We're so close. Did I bring both clamps in? I did. Can I work out some way of clamping that? I mean, I could try clamping the clamp. It's not straight, is it, the clamp? So that won't work great. No, it might just be best just ignoring it. It's a little bit easier to press now anyway, because I've got something actually pushing against me. Oh, no, because that's not working. Alright. How far? Right, that way. Right, what do I need to do? I know that's right, and that's now bending out of the way, so fuck it. I'll use that to the advantage for now. And I'll camp it on this side. Why? What is the point of these fucking clamps if they don't clamp things? Like, the clamps don't seem to do anything. Right. Clamp again. And like, you know, maybe actually fucking hold it in place this time. Would be nice. Let's try using the other clamp, see if I can... Oh, actually, I've got a thing on. Where's my box? Let's see if this helps. Not used it yet. Just a really long extension. But I'm hoping this way I can use it to yeah. So my drill's not so much in the way now. Nope, that's the wrong way. Yeah, there we go. Oh, that was such a fucking piss take. Just like every single one of these jobs has been. Now then. Now I want to clamp that. Right. So at this point there should only be 3 screws left. Or at least 3 screws left of the top half of the frame. Right. I'll be so glad to get this done. Oh, that's so much nicer. Right. So close. Literally just got my 2 last screws for this to do, and then I'm done. And then I'll maybe go around and tighten up all the screws a little bit. Because some of them are still just kind of sticking out a bit. Right, let's see if I can do this better by standing it up. Depends how tall it is. It is not so tall. It can't be done. It'll actually still be easier this way. So you do want to come up again for this though. Let's stick you. Oh. I have to put stuff on there soon. There you go. How long has this been? Fucking hell, we're nearly at 2 hours. I haven't decided what to do with this video yet. Like, I was at one point going to edit it to be like a normal video. But also, like, I have spoken a lot more than I expected to. Because I tend to not actually talk very much. It's actually why I don't talk in my gameplay videos. I don't know if you can even see me right now. It's why I don't talk in my gameplay videos is because... Sorry. Yeah, no, that's... words. It's why I don't talk in my gameplay videos is because I don't talk. So what I mean is I don't want to start talking in my gameplay videos and then just go silent for 40 minutes. So I tend to not talk at all. Or rather, I don't even record my audio. I do sometimes talk to myself while playing games, but generally just because I get annoyed. Oh, there we go. Right, let's just try and put this one in a bit better now that I'm stood up. Nope, that is not moving, is it? Fucking hell. That does not want to move, and I have no idea why. But whatever. We have the basics of the base. Now, what to do with the lower half. Like, I've got the pieces to make the lower house stronger, but I'm just not sure if I want to try and do it now, or do I want to try and do it later. I might try and do it a bit differently as well. I cannot decide. Because what I'm thinking is I'll screw... I've got the spacers on the outside here. So maybe I could put them on the inside. So they'd be more like... Actually, I don't know if you can see that. Maybe like that instead. The wider ones would still have to go on the outside either way. But yeah, I think I'll do that. Right. But do I want to do it now or later? Now is probably the easier time. Especially while the legs are up like this. I could just flip it over and do the other ones. Right. I need a square or something. I've got my, what's it, square? Like this one. I just need to make sure these are square when I put them down. I think. Because I think as long as they're square, they'll be okay. Like, that's... Oh, that's useful. Oh no, I didn't. I thought I did. Is that making it worse? Yes, that's making it worse. Right, that's square there. Yeah, the legs are bowing out a little bit. Would have made sense if I'd brought my stuff over with me, because then this entire thing would be easier. That's not square. What would make it square? Well, that says it's square. What the fuck am I doing wrong? Do I just not know how to use a square? Because, you know, I was under the impression I did. But then apparently I didn't. Right, is there any way I can clamp these? I don't think so. How high up off the floor do I want them? I feel like not that high. Maybe 15 centimeters? I don't know. Right, that's 15 centimeters from the bottom on that side. Fucking nearly banged my head then. Right, where did I put? God, I'm so smart, aren't I? Oh, I did actually, no. No, it's fine. I did put it where I thought I did. I was making fun of myself. I fucking hate these pockets. There we go. Do I have a better pocket for drill bits? Not really. Yeah, I guess I could just use the left one for drill bits and the right one for screws. Oh, I do hope that hasn't been making tons of noise the entire time. That's going to really be annoying if it has. To be honest, I don't need that many, but I'll take them. Right, it's 15 centimeters from the bottom and square as far as I can tell. Don't know if that went all the way down. So yeah, it did. Right, I'm going to put one in on this side. Actually, yeah. Seeing as I'm only putting one in on this side, let's screw some of the pilot holes. Because I still want the same number of pilot holes. And as we've established, it doesn't even... Fucking hell. Oh, okay, cool. Just, yeah, this is what I was talking about before. Fucking bit undid itself. Fucking screwing it the wrong way, that's why. I was like, why is it not getting tighter? Because I'm fucking untightening it. Right, so as I was saying, as we established earlier, these pilot holes don't go all the way through to the other piece of wood anyway. So it doesn't matter if I drill the pilot holes before or after. Before or after. Yeah, no, before or after. That sentence did make sense. that is. Fine. Oh, fucking hell, you piece of shit. Right, there's one. Now, that one's in there. We know that that one's right. So now, if I get this one right, with only one screw in, you can pivot it a little bit. Then I can just put the second screw in a minute. God, like, so this is so much easier now. Maybe I should have done it like this in the first place. Oh well, it's done now. And then we just do the same thing on the other side. Right. See, I couldn't see what I was doing, so I was like wavering around like that just in case I was going to bang myself. Right, how do I want to flip it? Towards me? It just like almost looks like a fucking table. This is the physically largest thing I'll have ever built at this point. I didn't show you what I was doing last time, so I don't know if you could see it from where you were. I don't. Nope, you couldn't see a thing, could you? So I'll show you from down here this time. And I guess that means you have to face me. God, light. Right. There. So. You heard me describe it, but now you can see it. Right, let's fucking reset this again. I know it's not, but my Mitre Saw looks like a chicken. Right. Yeah. Right, so, as I was saying, I described it a minute ago. But now you can watch me do it. Wow, what the fuck, I made such a bad job of doing that, Jesus Christ. Right, let's drill the pilot holes in this, because they don't matter. Fucking hell, I've done it again. Wait, what? Have I done it, or is the bit bent? Like, is it me, or is it the bit? That's what I'm trying to tell. No, it's okay. Right, so. One. Oh, for fuck's sake. Maybe these bits are just utter shit. Right, so, as I was saying, before I kept getting messed up, right, 15 centimetres from the bottom. So you do that on one side, by put, oh, this is fucking, why did it not do it at any other point? And there's one time when I'm like, oh, it doesn't matter, it actually fucking did drill through. Jesus Christ. Right, anyway. 15 centimetres from the bottom on one side. Get that square. Then can put a screw in at the, where the fuck have I put the bit? Up there. Oh. 15 centimetres from the bottom on that side. I know it's right. I know it's square. Right, so we put the top one in there. Now, make sure this is 15 centimetres from the bottom on this side. And it's now pulled into square. And now I can put the screw in on this side. And then out. Yep. And maybe a tiny bit lower on that side, but not enough for me to care about. I do have knee pads. Could be wearing my knee pads, couldn't I? Wasn't really expecting to be on my knees. I've got to cook after this. But I do literally have 2 more pieces of wood to put on. And the vise to fit if I can. But then I'm done. Oh, and the tabletop to put on, obviously. Doing it this way is going to be a little bit different because I'm going to have to do it up, not lay on the floor. Should be fine. This time you'll be able to see what I'm doing. Oh, actually, even better, I'll spin it around. Every time I put this down, I have to reset it, and it's so annoying. Right, let's have one more drink. There's an extra screw. And I've lost the bit again. Why do I keep doing this to myself? It's not in there. I've like actually properly lost it this time. What was that just fell? And the issue is that I can't like turn a torch on to look for it because you are my torch. I mean, the only place I would have put it was on here. Let's spin this around while I'm here because I want to do that anyway. Did I accidentally put it with all my screws? Yes, I did. Okay. Well, at least it's not lost. Got enough screws, the wood's, or maybe even more closer, but easily reachable. I'm gonna need, well actually I shouldn't need it, but I'll take it just in case. Because I shouldn't need it, because I can just line it up with the stretchers. How is it that far out square? That doesn't even make sense. Are these the same length? Oh, that's why. Of course it's longer. Now what do I want to do then? Do I want to trim off those bits? Do I want to leave them? What will I do if I trim them off? Or rather, what will I do if I leave them? If I leave them, they'll just stick out a bit, which will be kind of annoying. I think that'll be more annoying, won't it, really? And that's all because of where I decided to put these. I mean, I wanted them on the inside, that's fine, but I just didn't really want to cut anything again. How much do I have to cut off? That's right on that side. Yeah, it seems about right on that side. So where's that pencil gone? It's underneath your leg. Yeah. Right, so I'll have to cut these. Just a bit annoying. Not the end of the world, it's just yet more waste. I already don't have enough to do what I wanted to. I won't bother showing you this. My wood collapsed. It's a good job I didn't do it during the cut, isn't it? Right. I don't mind if it's a little bit oversized, but... Right. Turn it back on. Wait, I'm sure I'll find uses for all these offcuts. But it does kind of imply that this is going to be more permanent than I wanted it to be. I was at one point thinking about trying to reuse this wood. No, I don't want to move one without the other. Right. That should be right. Yeah, that's fine. Now I'll stick it back on my bandsaw. God, I just hope this isn't making lots of noise because my dangly thing from my hoodie's been like banging against the microphone, which would probably make a lot of noise, wouldn't it? So now, like, maybe the audio's completely fucking unusable and it's just going to drive me insane now. Doing like a 3-hour recording and it sounds like shit. But that's what I get for trying new things. Right, drill pilot holes first. Oh my god, I just had the fucking drill bit and I moved it. And I've lost it again. Okay. This is why you're supposed to put things back in the same place every time, and yet, even when I think about it, I don't. Right. No, it's fucking wonky yet again. I hate using small drill bits. Bigger ones center themselves and it's okay. Small ones, so wonky. And it is, yet again, stuck. Right. Let's get this lined up proper all the way. Actually, that would work. I'll do it just to be safe. That one's easier to get. Oh, I was holding both the release and the close at the same time. Hence it wouldn't move. Right, there's that one done. I'm so close now. Oh, shit. Okay. This is the last proper piece now. After that, it's just tiny little bits of... Oh, fuck. Oh well, guess I'm not doubling them up. I said I was going to double them up, but I can't because of the way I've done this. Because I've screwed the long piece is on the outside at the bottom. I can't double up unless I double up on the inside now. If I double up on the inside now, they should have been the same length. Oh. Let's trap myself inside this time. See, it's not a mistake if you say you're doing it on purpose. Screwdriver. That's not a screwdriver, is it? It's a drill. Well, it's a drill driver. Oops, shit, what's that? Oh, it's my extension. Right. That is way shorter. Okay, just needs pulling in a bit, that's why. That's fine, that's doable. Right. Drill the holes first. See that? There. There. Now it's in place. See how much fucking easier that was? Jesus Christ. Don't understand sometimes. Maybe it's like to do with how dry the wood is. I mean, all of this wood has been in this room for well over a week at this point, so they should all be equal dryness. And yet they clearly are not. Right, which side shall we do first? Let's do this side first. That's correct. Right, that's right. Oh, good. I have exactly 4 screws in my pocket. I thought I only had 3 and I was going to get really annoyed. There's 1. Right, now let's do this for number 2. Right. Right. How can I fucking clamp this in a way that will help? Because at the moment I'm just struggling for very little reason. I'm struggling with no benefit to it, so if I do this, oh, that's annoying. Right, that way is square like that. Get the other clamp. my extension again. Let's go. Done. It almost feels easier with the extension on. I don't know if it is. So that might be a thing that's really obvious that I'm just not thinking of. Like, I know if you've got a lever that's longer, it's easier to lift things, but I assume the same principle doesn't apply, but it does feel easier. Might just be in my head. Maybe it's because I'm higher up, so I've got more energy to push down on it, if you get what I mean. Right. I have like 8 more things to do. By which I mean 8 more screws to screw. No, sorry, 12 more screws to screw, not 8. But, oh no, 14. Let's just see what this looks like. Yeah, that looks like the base of a table. It's clearly not perfect. It's better on some sides than others. But it's not too bad. Now, how do I want to do this? Do I want to go underneath? Or would it make sense? No, it would make more sense to do. So, flip this again. Right, now then, I didn't exactly measure this out. Actually, no, I can work it out. Let's drag this over into the corner. Right, that's the corner done. So now, what is the gap? So this gap is 5.5 centimeters, and this gap is 5 centimeters. So 2.5 centimeters either way. I mean, I suppose we can have. Oh, actually, no. One side wants a lip on it bigger than the other, so we could do 2.5 centimeters on 3 other sides, and a little bit more on this one. Although, actually, how wide is a piece of? Right. Now, the reason being for that is because I need a bit more to screw my vise into on one side. And then I can also use that side for clamping things too if I need to. That might make sense. I might actually just make it like this. I feel like that would look weird. But it means I can clamp on one side, and I can clamp and use the vise on the other side, and then the other 2 sides are flush. It just means I don't have to think. So yeah, fuck it, let's do that. Where are those brackets I had a minute ago? Oh, there they are. I figured I've got 4. Again, I'm not doing, this isn't, well actually it's more of a permanent thing now except for the tabletop. The tabletop will change, so I don't really care about affixing the tabletop all the way. So I'm just using these little corner brackets. Just these things. I assume you can see that, I actually don't know. And I'll do them in the corners, not in the corners, in the middles of each piece. Let's just check my recording. Yep, we're at 2.5 hours. Which makes it like 4:30. Fucking hell. I'm supposed to be cooking food now. Right, let's just say that. I don't like constantly swapping, but at the same time it will be easier if I get 1 or 2 of them done to do the last one. God, these screws are fucking tiny. I knew they were small, but I didn't realise they were that small. Well, is this bit actually too big? No, it'll be okay. I mean, I probably should use something smaller, but whatever, it'll do. Oh wow, that feels like it's not even attached. Maybe I won't do the pilot holes. Because I feel like with screws this small, the pilot holes are actually fucking massive. And they're taking so little force to drive anyway. Although maybe they'd be better on. I feel like I don't need them on the 2x3s. Like those seem to be taking just fine. But I might need them on the whatever this tabletop's made out of. Oh shit. Literally just said I don't need to do all these pilot holes and now I can't screw anything in, so I'm just going to fucking carry on doing them. I think it might be because the pilot holes are so big. That might be my problem, but the issue is that I don't have a small bit because I broke my smaller ones. And I just never got around to replacing them. Okay, that's 2 of them then anyway, and that actually seems to be working pretty well already. Oh, actually, on this side, I don't want them in the centre. I still want them in, obviously, but just not in the centre because the centre is where I want to put my vice. Actually, no, I'll put the vice to one side. I mean, I'm not even making sure they're actually centered. In somewhere. Well, oh, I am so tempted to just stop doing this. You know, once I've got this tabletop on and just be like, hey, look, it's done. Because I've not even got the right bits to put my vice on yet. So even whatever I do now is just going to be temporary. But I also just want to see what it looks like with it. Okay. Right, that is the tabletop attached. I never think things are going to take me that long, but then they always take forever. I've just decided that I might go get KFC. Just because I cannot be arsed cooking after all this. Right, let's open this vice. I'll bring you down for this. So, from what I know, I was supposed to use lag bolts for this, but I don't have any. I was going to do it so you could see me as well, but you don't need to. So, I don't have any lag bolts, so I'm just going to use the same screws I've used to put this together. Which isn't a good plan, but is currently my only plan. It's just, it's really fucking heavy, which is why I don't think it'll work. Actually, let's put you here again. Like, my plan was to do it like this. So it was like that. But thinking about it now, I don't think these screws are even long enough. Oh, but that is actually almost perfect. I wanted it to line up right with the edge of the table, and it does. So if I do it like this, that is practically perfect. So I need to attach this piece of wood to this piece of wood first. And then... Right, where's my clamp gone? Oh, I've put them over there with the drill, which I also need. Right. Clamp. Drill. Screws are behind me, so don't need anything from there. Anything else? No. I'm gonna get some, like, first-person shots of me doing stuff now. Well, for about 5 seconds, because I have to move. I'm just trying to get this at least almost square with the leg. I think that'll do. Right. Because now I'm actually going to have to go around the other side to do the drilling. Fuck's sake. I was literally about to say I won't lose it this time, and I've just realised I've lost the other bit. Oh my god. Why am I like this? Where have I put it? Why do I constantly do this to myself? Oh, I put it down when I picked you up, that's why. Right. It's a square around. No, I've put that somewhere as well. Is there a way I can use this to tell me it's square? I mean, I think there is. I think I can do it like that. But that's not square, it's different by that exact size, isn't it? This way around is too tall. Can I just use the ruler? Yeah, actually that makes sense, doesn't it? There we go. That should be square now. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4. See, when they don't have to be so specific, or I don't have to care as much, I can do this a lot quicker. Like when I'm not trying to like hold everything together all the time, and I can just focus on any one bit, it's so much easier. Say as I push the entire table. Right. Now then. Now, like I said, I know for a fact that this isn't right. That looks about right to me. Do I care too much? Not really. Because like I say, I'll probably move this again eventually. But that looks about right to me. Can I just screw these straight in now? Or am I going to need to drill holes, do you think? Right, that's one. It'll get easier now because I'm not gripping multiple things at once. Two. 3. 4. Right. So, there's other things I know. Or rather, other things that need doing. Oh, let's do those last that last one thing. The last thing I wanted to do was put plug sockets on the table, and I'll do that. I'll probably end up swapping it out for a different extension anyway. Which side do I want it on? The flush side or the clampy side? The flush side, I think. Flush side thing makes more sense. I'm probably going to swap this out for a different extension at some point. Pencil. I'll put it back. Now, I'm saying this out loud, just in case I forget, but hopefully this will stop me from forgetting. I need to make sure that I put these plug sockets on upside down, because otherwise they'll be the wrong way around when I flip the table the right way around. Which is like that. Okay, so the holes are here and here. And they are like that height. Yeah, that would have been a good thing to show you, wouldn't it? But nope, I just did not think about it at all. Basically, just these lines, that's the height that I want to drill at, and these are where the holes are in the extension for mounting it. God, I'll get through a sentence eventually. Nope, that's the wrong way. So, I'm not too fussy about this, to be honest, so. The other issue is, these screws are actually too long, so I do have some smaller screws. I'll grab them. Back with smaller screws. Because I also want these to stick out a little bit anyway. Just there. So that's 2 threads. I'll try and get this one the same, that's all. Yeah. That should do. And they're too low. Fuck's sake. Everything. This is why we're not ready to move into this house yet. Because every single fucking job takes like 16 times longer than it's supposed to. Like, all I've done is fucking... And now watch him be wonky as well. Oh no, actually, that's... They do not want to latch it in place, which is kind of odd. So they just keep falling off. Oh, it's because I'm doing it the wrong way. There you go. So I'll have to do that once I flip the table up. Now the table's going to be heavier now because I've got the clamp, the vise on it. I keep saying clamp when I mean vise. let's put you back on the table. Ooh. I keep saying table, but I've been putting you on my table, so. And just let's make sure you can see. Right. Because it is a lot heavier now. Whew. It'd probably be easier if I get on the other side of it and pull it towards myself. Shit, I am too close to the wall. Still too close to the wall. Fuck. I hope you can actually see me. Yeah, that's pretty good. It's like just the right height for me as well. I thought it might be too tall, but actually no. I am pretty happy with that. Yeah, you can probably see me from there. Let's just put this in place. Yeah, there. Yeah, now I've got plug sockets on it too, which, I was wondering why it was firing me. It's just because the plugs themselves are a bit of a dick. Just stop. Whatever. It'll be alright. I'll plug it into itself for now, that will pull it down. Right. So I've got power to it. I've got So, I've got power to it underneath, and I've got my tabletop. And like, look at my vise. I know this is like the most nothing thing, but the number of times when I've wanted to have a vise. Let's clamp something useless in it. Look. Amazing. Whew, right, I don't have a way to end this video. So, I think what I'm going to do is sit on it. And that way, if it collapses, God. This gimbal is like the most annoying thing. Yeah, so I'm going to sit on it, and if it collapses, at least it's on camera. Yeah, it's a bit wobblier than I'd like, maybe needs more bracing. But I do have some shelves that I'm going to try and put underneath it and see if that works. See if they fit, rather. Or I have to go and get something special for it. But yeah, I need to find some way of reinforcing the legs a little bit to make them a bit stronger. I've got ideas. What I might do is put a piece in between the two wide stretchers, and then another piece underneath the bottom stretcher, and that'll probably work. But I don't think I've got enough wood for that now anyway, so I'll just leave that. Well, yeah, it took, what, 3 hours? But I have a workbench now, finally. So yeah, thanks for watching. Oh, that took so fucking long. Special thanks to my patrons, Justin Wood, Hobbs, and Koopy Vegeta. You can join my patrons at patreon.com/Holden Gatsby, check out my TikTok and Twitter at Holden Gatsby, and follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/Holden Gatsby. Don't forget to subscribe to all of my channels. If you want more, you can watch my last video now, but if not, then thanks for sticking around.